Nice fat bike track there in the sunset. Fat.
You're ridiculous.
Road cycling and gravel grinding
And fat biking.
too. This is the P-Town Weekend, the Weekend Review.
Fat. So welcome to this episode of the Weekend Review. Fat. So for the last few episodes we've been stuck in winter mode. The cold, the snow, the wind, the freezing rain, it all kind of seems to just get monotonous, and eventually you forget about what it was like to be warm and you just deal with it. But last week we had a break in our weather and temps went up to just about 60. So I was out in shorts one day, knickers the next on the bike. Once that happens, then when it gets cold again, no bueno. Right, you realize how much it sucks and you want to get back to the warm weather. Well, that didn't work and we got dumped on with about 8 inches of snow up here on the mountain. So we decided to have some fun with it. Fat. Last time I was down around town bikes, our LBS, I noticed they had a fat bike that was available to be rented. So I thought, here's the chance. Let's have some fun, shake it up. So I gathered some information about grooming trails for fat bikes, and from what I looked at online, just about anything that could be dragged behind you with some weight on it would help pack down the trails and make it better to ride. So I went out to our band trailer and I found our spare tire, put a little extra weight on it, tied a cargo strap to it, and started dragging around perimeter trail here in the yard. See if I could successfully make a fat bike track. Fat. So it took me about an hour, but man, it didn't look too bad when I was done. So that didn't take me too long at all. Went back up and down it twice and it seemed to pack down pretty good. I came back later that night after it sat for 4 to 5 hours or so, and it was really cold that night. And man, you could walk right on top of it and not sink it at all. Fat. Man, if I had the fat bike tonight, the groom stuff is perfect now after it sat for about 4 or 5 hours in the freezing. I think it was like 11 or 12 degrees. It's firm now. Hopefully it stays like that for tomorrow. It'll be nice, but it's supposed to heat up tomorrow, but hopefully it doesn't heat up too much. Enjoy the fat bike track. I thought this was going to be awesome. So the next day I went to Around Town, our LBS, and I picked up that fat bike that they had available to rent. After work, went down there, picked it up on Friday afternoon, came home excited to ride, but by then the temperatures crawled back up to the high 40s, and anybody who is a seasoned fat biker knows what happens then. Mashed potatoes. Alright, so the beautiful trail that I groomed was not so beautiful anymore. We sunk in, and it was a pretty big struggle. So went into the woods and tried to ride some of that stuff to see if maybe the things where I didn't groom, where it was just still the snow that was down to about 4 or 5 inches of snow probably at this point, to see if that was any better, but not really. It's still the same condition. So probably wasn't a very good depiction of fat biking for my first try, but overall we still had fun, we still made do and got in a decent ride out of it. So I can't complain at all. Still, tires were still rolling, so I was still smiling. But here's some clips from the ride. Fat. I think I get used to this fat thing before Ken gets here. It's solid in some spots. And you could hear the snow crunching, almost as if it's yelling back at me and fighting with all its might, stopping my forward progression. It was probably awesome last night. It was a little too warm now, everything unfroze. Oh, once again, the track. Oh man. Pack this in a time or two, it'd be good. So that's what I kept doing. I kept doing lap after lap, just trying to get used to the bike and packing the trail hopefully before Ken got there to do the actual ride. What? Yeah. It's not bad. When I came through the second time, if you ride on the same track, it's nice and easy.
That's really got your pack?
Yeah. I said last night it would have probably worked the track I made, but it's just a little mushy now. A lot of tire to turn and try and make a turn quick. It's a little different. I'll put the seat up a little bit. I play with the tire pressure too. I think they have 10 in it now. Lee was saying in deep snow he goes all the way down to 1 psi. But this isn't tubeless. This has tubes in it, so that might be a little dangerous on this guy. But might drop it down a little more than what it's at now. See what it runs like on lap 2. Hey, tell if you hit that. If you hit the first track, perfect. You hook right through. Whoa! Turns are hard. Oh yeah, there we go. Whew. Ooh, that's a lot of work. Oh, it's breaking in a little bit now. Woo. The turn. There we go. And then before Ken got there, Leah arrived home, so she gave it a shot around the yard quick.
I got winter boots, jeans, and a... That bike that Gary had was too big for me, so I had to drop the seat really far down. And it wasn't wearing cycling gear, but I just wanted to try it. But I would like to try it in better conditions and a better fitting bike and maybe shoes that aren't going to slide off the pedals.
Fact. Look at that fat tire hum. We gotta see if we're better off or not on non-packed trails. See what happens. Maybe I'll see if I could make it down Border Trail for a run. There we go. Let's see what happens. Into the fray. Almost floating on top of the ice layer. I feel every couple feet, feel it busting through. Sink. Oh God, it's hard. So you could feel it, the little ice crust on the bottom. You would just about start to float on top of it and feel like you're gonna get going, and then crush. You just sink right through it, and the back tire couldn't stay on top. God. The amount I'm working just to go at this speed is unreal. Oh, there we go. A little bit time. Oh my lord. Look how much that rock garden. What rocks? Oh. Oof. That was a deep spot. Oh my God. Oh. I'm sweating. I just climbed the whole mountain up Jesse's. All I did was ride Border Trail downhill. Oh, gee. That was not good. You gotta play with the tire pressure. Ride a couple more times, pack it in or something. Oh boy. So of course that wasn't enough punishment. Went back out again when Ken got there.
Yeah.
So we were very daring and actually went over the power line and headed over to the P-Town east side and rode some stuff over there. We got into Swirly and Fern Gully.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it. Oh my. The struggle is real.
Was this a post-ride interview, perchance?
Hot tub post-ride interview. Hot tub post-ride interview. Hot tub post-ride interview. Hot tub post-ride interview.
titled my ride on Strava, "A Day Late and $1 Short."
Yep. I put that in my sub notes too. Should have done this yesterday.
But you didn't have a fat bike yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
And we work for a living.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Got out I never rode a fatty before, and Around Town Bikes has one that you could rent out for $35 a day. So maybe this is the last snow chance we get, perchance, maybe.
Hopefully.
I don't know. It might be the last chance to try out one in the appropriate conditions, but it wasn't very appropriate today.
He said appropriate.
Yeah. By the time I got here, it was over 45 degrees probably, and it was mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was like groomed mashed potatoes up here, and
Yeah.
did our best to follow the power line stuff and like try to go where maybe a quad went or something
Yeah.
like that, you know?
It's even on the power line over, it looked like a quad went down that a little, because there was like some sort of rut that we were in a
Yeah.
little bit. But
It was hard. I
Yes.
mean, I had like six plus miles. It was very,
it was very hard.
very hard. And that's not for riding a fat bike for the first time. Like, it could be really fun and it's really pretty out there when it's cold, and, you know, when you're riding stuff that's a little bit wider and forgiving, not maybe
Yeah.
twisty and turny stuff that's really wet snow. That becomes very difficult, you know.
Got out there, busted some Zwift.
Always.
Fact. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed our fat biking extravaganza. Definitely something I'd like to try it again. I can't really give an accurate review on fat biking itself. I think the conditions were way too poor for anything to truly be a good ride. But we still had tires spinning, so it was still fun. It was still a good time, especially looking back on the videos now. So to sum it up, let me recite you a poem that I have written about fat biking. Fat biking seems like it could be fun, but not when it's hot out and there's too much sun. Snow becomes potatoes and you struggle to spin. Better luck next time. I'll try it again. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.
This is the P-Town Weekend, the Weekend Review.